Thanks for the opportunity for letting me talk to you today. I'm wanting to do kind of a weekly update about things that are going on, sharing some of the lifts that I did this week, and then just kind of debriefing what's happening. This is episode one of my road to the natural world's strongest man over 40. So super excited to have this first one in. I wanted to first off say though, before we get into any content, thank you so much for everyone that has contributed to the GoFundMe. As of today, we are more than halfway there, which is amazing. I think the average contribution is almost $150 per person. That was not my thought process. I thought that maybe people would give around $5 or $10 kind of here and there. So it's been amazing to see people's generosity. Thank you so much. I want to make sure I'm being good stewards of that. So we've been able to go ahead and put down a kind of reservation on the lodging that we're going to stay at. We're able to get some plane tickets at good prices, and then hopefully in the future being able to kind of cover additional pieces that come up, specifically equipment. There's going to be equipment needs that I have based upon the events that are coming out, which hopefully will be in 2 to 3 weeks. I'll keep you all updated on that, and that will allow me to make sure I have everything, every kind of piece of equipment that I need to get ready. So thank you so much for everyone contributing that way. But today I wanted to talk about the actual title that I'm going for. It is a mouthful. It's the Natural World's Strongest Man over 40. That would be the full title. That would be on my future business cards. The idea is that it is a competition that is not like what you see on TV. The World's Strongest Man, if you watch ESPN or something like that, I was raised up watching those shows. Those are the World's Strongest Man with no qualifiers because they are basically the best of the best, but there is no kind of drug testing that's done. Pretty much everyone that's going to be competing at that level are taking peptides, hormones, testosterone, or an assortment of all of the above in order to get to that level where they're more concerned about the numbers lifted versus kind of the health of the athletes. It's just something that's part of the sport, and that's not necessarily it's not looked down upon necessarily by the promoters and the athletes. They all want to lift higher numbers, so that's what they're going to do, but it's not always known by the audience. So just to let you know, it definitely is different because we are competing natural. Everyone that goes to this competition is willing to submit to drug testing, and they have a whole list of things that I can actually link to show you everything that's compiled that you have to be really careful of. I know that even if you're having some sinus issues, sometimes you have to be careful of asking what kind of steroids that they might be giving you, because that might actually give you a positive on the testing. In addition to being the natural competition, it's also over 40. So there are going to be people in the world that might be stronger than me, but no one over 40. Hopefully that's the goal, right? For me to be the world's strongest man over 40. So there's definitely going to be people who maybe deadlift or overhead press more than me, but once you get to the age of 40, we kind of have our new bracket that kind of allows us to play nicely with each other. So that's the actual title that I'm working towards. And it is something that I have longed for. I've had the opportunity to be first in state, 5th in the nation, and 17th in the world in the over 40 masters class. But that has always been in drugged competitions where drugs potentially were used. Actually, the shirts behind me are coming from the world's competition that I competed against people like Zydrunas Savickas and things like that. So super excited about having this actual competition in Ireland. But it does bring me to the point of, do I need to have the disclaimers? I think over 40 is definitely something that I need to add, because when I say I'm the world's strongest man, I want to make sure that it's, yeah, I'm over 40, so I think that's legitimate. But should I have to use the word natural? This is something that I've kind of thought about, because when it comes to the competition and who's the strongest man, you really want to look at the man himself and not the drugs that he's taking. So I might actually posit that you actually have to have a kind of another adjective used on the world's strongest man as it is today. we just need to think of a nice way to put it, what to identify that they're using drugs or other enhancements. So maybe the world's strongest enhanced man is their title, and then we can just have the world's strongest man. At least that's my thought. But that's going to be it to today. I don't want to spend too much time. Again, thank you so much for you following along. A couple things I do want to let you know, though, in future videos. I want to talk more about my training regimen, give you kind of a gym tour to be able to see where I'm training and what I'm using. I want to talk about the actual events when they're listed so that I can be able to kind of go over what those are and potentially training that I'm going to be using for that. I want to talk about the actual competitors that come up. I know a couple of them already, and I want to maybe go into that as we get closer, hopefully make some predictions on terms of where I kind of land in terms of others. And then also, when I'm actually in Ireland, I want to have some videos that I'm sending out just so that that kind of experience can be documented. And for those of you who are, again, supporting me through GoFundMe, I want you to kind of stay in the loop. So anyway, really appreciate the time. If you have any questions, just let me know. I don't know if there's a chat functionality in actual GoFundMe, but this video is on YouTube, and you can definitely go there. And then also, just to let you know, if you want to follow me on the Mighty Smiley, which is my Instagram feed, I'll have that link available below so that you can be able to go there too, follow along. And then, or of course, Facebook, just Adam Larson. I think if you look at Strongman, I think you'll find me from some of the other out there. So anyway, thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day, and I look forward to talking to you soon.